Hi, parents. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use a website that I've talked about before, but I know a lot of us hadn't started using it yet. And even moving forward, once we're back in school and we're not in remote learning, this is an excellent website to use if you if your kid has books at home and they love reading them and you want to see if they can take an AR quiz at school. Now, right now, they actually can take AR quizzes at home, which is super awesome. We've never been able to do that. So I went ahead and put it under an assignment for Friday for foundations, but you can try to do it anytime, or you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But right now, you can see my computer. I'm just adding this assignment in our Google Classroom, but I'm going to go ahead and open a new tab, and I'm just going to type in the URL code, the browser. I'm going to put www.arbookfind.com. And it's going to take me to this parent website and it's going to say, please tell me who you are. Right now, I'm being a parent. So I'll click parent and submit. Then all I do is it shows me this search code, and I start typing in titles of my kids' books that they like reading that they might want to take a short quiz on. The quizzes will be for easier reading books, they'll be 5 questions, sometimes even 3. And for like longer chapter books, they can be up to 10 questions. So I just went ahead and grabbed some kids' books. I'm going to go ahead and check and see if the duckling gets a cookie, if that is an AR book that has a quiz that my kid could take a quiz on, because not every book has a quiz, but many of them do. So in the search thing, I'm going to type the duckling gets a cookie and then just click enter and search. Oh, here it is. The duckling gets a cookie. This is my book. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it and I'll see that it does have a quiz. It's worth 5.5 points, which I don't keep track of points, so that doesn't really matter. The book level does matter. So the book level is 1.0. That means first grade, 0 month, very beginning of first grade. So kids should be able to read this book and they should be able to answer the questions based on what level they got when they took their STAR test. So we took the STAR test before spring break, and the level that they got in the STAR test, I always write in your kids' reading folder that we sent home, where they log like if they read passages or they wrote down any AR quizzes. In the upper right hand corner, I was writing the level that they are, and I may have put like 1.0 dash 2.0, and that means they could take AR quizzes on any books that were within that level. So, like 1.5 would be in that level, 1.7 would be in that level, 1.0 would be in that level. So, they could take a book. Now, if their level was, say, your kid has been reading a long time and they're reading like 2.8 to 3.8, that would be second grade, 8th month to third grade, 8th month. And so if they wanted to do an AR quiz on a 1.0 book, that's like too easy for them. So I will go ahead, because if they want to do it just for fun, just let them do it, right? It's not going to hurt anything, but understand that that's not stretching their brain. So it's just not going to help challenge them enough to just keep learning and progressing and growing. But of course, they can take it if they'd like. So this book, the one thing I would want you to do before you left, now that we see that the book I want my kid to take an AR quiz does have a quiz in our AR quiz system, I'm going to write down this. Let me see if I can get a pointer. This right here, quiz number. Do you see that? I'm going to write that down, because when they log in with their username and password, if they have that number, then it is so easy for them to find the book when they're ready to take a quiz. So then after that, I would leave this window, and in Google Classroom, I'm going to go ahead and right here, this Renaissance place. If you click on that, that's going to take them straight to the login they used to see when they were doing it at school at their Chromebooks. So then they would click on I'm a student. They would need to have their username and password, which I put in inside their reading folder at the bottom. It's the same exact username and password they use for MobyMax because I really wanted them to memorize it because they'll keep the same one up until they're done doing AR quizzes at Ashland, which would be like sixth grade. So I'll pretend like I'm Hope, H.A. Rios, 100, 76, 430. And then I click login. And now Hope can actually take an AR quiz from home. So she clicks on this orange square, accelerated reader, and first thing she's asked to do is put in her quiz number that I wrote down from that website I used to see if the book from her bookshelf was an AR book. That way you can do any of the books that your kid already owns if you know they have an AR, if they have a quiz for that book. Search for that book. Do I find it? Yes. Can I take the quiz? I click on that. You can say, I read to myself, with someone, by myself. This one has a recorded voice and it's on, and I can go ahead and I could either keep it on or off and start the quiz. So then this is what an AR quiz looks like. Um, there's 5 questions here. The pigeon asks how the duckling got a cookie. What does the duckling say? And then they go ahead and read their choices. This could be read aloud for it. And you would go ahead and you would take the test. I'm not going to take it right now because it would take me too long to take this test, but I wanted to show you how easy it will be if your kid has a lot of books in their room or at your house and you want to see which ones they could take an AR quiz. Such easy thing for you to have them read the book 3 times carefully and then go ahead and log them in and take an AR quiz. We've never been able to take it from home, so this is a definite benefit and I'm really excited for the ability to do this from home. So when they're all done, I go up to their name, I click on log out, and I've just taken a quiz. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.